Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on way to home tonight after attending the 76th session of UN General Assembly. Unregistered mobile phone sets being blocked from today, and users will get chances to register their sets after submitting proper documents. BNP's political stunts in the name of Vision 2030 before previous national polls now in deep freeze, comments Awami League General Secretary Ubaidul Qadir. Media plays an important role in shaping people's life and in nation building, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. North Korea fires a new anti-aircraft missile. Country completes 4 missile tests in a month. And Bangladesh got off to a good start in SAF Football Championship by defeating Sri Lanka 1-0. Assalamu alaikum viewers. I am Tanzila Manar Sultana welcoming you all to news at 10 on BTV, BTV World and BTV Chattogram Center. You have just heard the headlines. Now moving on to news in details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina will return home tonight from Washington, D.C. via Helsinki after wrapping up her U.S. visit to attend the 76th United Nations General Assembly UNGA. Prime Minister's Press Secretary Ihsanul Karim said a VVIP chartered flight of Biman Bangladesh Airlines carrying the Premier and her entourage members is scheduled to reach the Hazrat Shah Jalal International Airport via Helsinki at 10:15 p.m. The flight departed the Dulles International Airport in Washington, D.C. for Helsinki at 5:27 p.m. on Thursday local time. Earlier, the Prime Minister reached New York to attend the 76th UNGA on September 19 after a 2-day stopover in Helsinki. During her stay at New York from September 19 to 24, the Prime Minister attended the 76th United Nations General Assembly at the UN headquarters and high-voltage side events. On September 24, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina addressed the general debate of the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly. She delivered her speech in Bangla, following the footprint of Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. From September 19 to 24, Sheikh Hasina attended several high-level and closed-door meetings as well as bilateral talks with head of governments, states and organizations. The Premier later left New York for Washington, D.C. on September 25 after wrapping up her week-long official visit to New York. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has been leading the country braving conspiracies, undemocratic forces and threats to her life again and again. The country skidded off the track from its ideologies since the brutal assassination of the Father of the Nation on 15th of August 1975. But Sheikh Hasina, with her magical leadership, has got the nation back on the track again. Marking her 75th birthday, BTV has come up with series reports on the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. This is the 14th part of the series. The communal and anti-liberation forces raised their heads in the country soon after the killing of the Father of the Nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. They were out to destroy the basic principles of the liberation war by promoting communal forces. During the regime of the BNP Jamaat alliance government between 2001 and 2006, Bangladesh saw the highest rise of the communal forces as well as militancy. During the period, the communal forces tried to destroy the democratic forces by resorting to killings. On August 21 in 2004, a brazen attack under the patronage of the then BNP Jamaat government was carried out with a target to kill Awami League President Sheikh Hasina. On August 17 in 2005, a series bombs were exploded in 63 districts out of 64 at a time by the militants. Many liberal-minded, including writers, were killed brutally by the communal forces across the country. But coming to power through the election in 2008, Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina announced a strict stance against communal forces and militancy. In addition, she came forward with the help of Islamic scholars to uphold the real spirit of Islam. The government of the Awami League, led by Sheikh Hasina, has become successful in combating terrorism and militancy, while many countries are still facing the concussions of militancy. In addition, Bangladesh has been experiencing a massive development spree since 2009 under the leadership of Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir has said during the last election, BNP's political stunt in the name of Vision 2030 now in the deep freeze. He said Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has announced Vision 2021, 2041 and 2100 based on importance and priority, and she is implementing this gradually. Obaidul Qadir said Prime Minister does whenever which is in need. He said this was speaking at a seminar at Engineers Institution of Bangladesh in the capital this morning. Awami League Science and Technology Affairs Subcommittee organized the seminar. Obaidul Qadir, also the Road, Transport and Bridges Minister, said the government has planned to construct a tunnel at Dolodia-Paturia route instead of bridge to keep the navigability of river.
Sheikh Hasina's vision 2021, 2041, 2100. এই ভিশন পুরোটাই মাথায় রেখে শেখ হাসিনা সব পরিকল্পনা সাজাচ্ছেন, মাস্টার প্ল্যান করেছেন এবং কাজ যখন যেটা করার করছেন। শেখ হাসিনার ভিশন বিএনপির ভীষণ। গত নির্বাচনের আগে হঠাৎ ঢাকঢোল পিটিয়ে ভীষণ 2030, এই ভীষণ কোথায়? ডিপ ফ্রিজে আছে। এটা হলো নির্বাচনকে সামনে রেখে পলিটিক্যাল স্ট্যান্ডবাজি। বিএনপির ভীষণ 2030 ফ্রিজের মধ্যে ছিল, ডিপ ফ্রিজে এখন আছে। আজকে রাস্তা দেখবেন, ঢাকা ভাঙ্গায় যান, মামা রোডে যান, ভাঙ্গায় যান, এরকম এক্সপ্রেসওয়ে ইউরোপের বহু দেশেও নেই। নদী ছাড়া বাংলাদেশ চলবে? এত ব্রিজ আমাদের আর করার দরকার নেই। দৌলতদিয়া থেকে পাটুরিয়া যেটা, সেটা আমরা টানেল নির্মাণের চিন্তা ভাবনা।
Awami League Science and Technology Affairs Subcommittee Chairman Professor Dr. Muhammad Hussain Mansoor chaired the program, while its Member Secretary Engineer Muhammad Abdul Sabur, Bangladesh Bridge Authority Chief Engineer Qazi Muhammad Firdaus, IEB President Engineer Nurul Huda, Roads and Highways Department Additional Engineer aka Munir Hussain Pathan spoke among others. Professor Dr. AFM Saiful Amin presented the keynote paper in the seminar. Privately run television Channel I has stepped into 23 years. Marking the day, Channel I has organized a program at its Tejgaon office this morning. Agriculture Minister Dr. Abdul Razak, Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood, State Minister for Information and Communication Technology Zunaid Ahmed Polok, among others, were present. Dr. Hassan Mahmood has spoken on the occasion and said the mass media is playing a vital role in building the nation and life.
কৃষি ক্ষেত্রে হৃদয় মাটির মানুষ এই অনুষ্ঠানটি পরিচালনা করে এই বাংলাদেশ চিরদিন খাদ্য ঘাটতির দেশ ছিল, দুর্ভিক্ষের দেশ ছিল। খাদ্যের ঝুলি নিয়ে আমরা সারা পৃথিবীতে ঘুরে বেড়াতাম। আজকে আমরা অহংকার গর্ব করে বলি বাংলাদেশ খাদ্যে আজকে স্বয়ংসম্পূর্ণ। বাংলাদেশ আজ খাদ্যের জন্য কারো উপরে নির্ভরশীল নয়। এই অর্জনে, এই সাফল্যে অবশ্যই একজন বড় অংশীদার আমাদের চ্যানেল আই।
চ্যানেল একটি জাতি গঠনে যে কাজ করতে পারে সেটির অন্যতম উদাহরণ হচ্ছে চ্যানেল আই। ভবিষ্যতের পথ চলাতো চ্যানেল আই জীবন গঠনে, জাতি গঠনে এবং জাতিকে লক্ষ্যে পৌঁছানোর ক্ষেত্রে চ্যানেল আই অতীতে যেভাবে কাজ করে আসছে, বঙ্গবন্ধুর স্বপ্নের ঠিকানায় জননেত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে 2041 সাল নাগাদ বাংলাদেশকে পৌঁছে দিত এবং একই সাথে জ্ঞান ভিত্তিক, ন্যায় ভিত্তিক, বিতর্ক ভিত্তিক এবং আমাদের দেশের যে আবহমান সংস্কৃতি সেগুলোকে লালন করে চ্যানেল আই জাতি গঠনে ভবিষ্যতে অনন্য ভূমিকা রাখবে।
আমাদের জাতির পিতা বঙ্গবন্ধু শেখ মুজিবুর রহমানের জন্মশতবার্ষিকীতে চ্যানেল আই আজ প্রতিজ্ঞাবদ্ধ হবে, চ্যানেল আই এর পরিবারের আমরা সদস্যরা প্রতিজ্ঞাবদ্ধ হব যে বঙ্গবন্ধুর যে অসমাপ্ত সাংস্কৃতিক বিপ্লব, সেই বঙ্গবন্ধুর অসমাপ্ত সাংস্কৃতিক বিপ্লবকে সফল করতে চ্যানেল আই পরিবার গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা রাখবে।
Later replying to a query from journalists regarding the OTT platform and Clean Feed, the minister said broadcasting of Clean Feed is necessary for the sake of the country's economy.
কোটি টাকা যেগুলো বাংলাদেশে লগ্নি হতো সেগুলো বাংলাদেশে লগ্নি না হয়ে বিদেশি চ্যানেলে লগ্নি হয়, অর্থাৎ বিদেশি চ্যানেলের মাধ্যমে আপনার প্রচার করা হয়, অ্যাডগুলো প্রদর্শন করা হয়। সেগুলো যদি বিদেশি চ্যানেলের মাধ্যমে প্রদর্শিত না হতো তাহলে এই টাকা বিনিয়োগ হতো বাংলাদেশে, বাংলাদেশের মিডিয়া ইন্ডাস্ট্রি এতে লাভবান হতো, সার্বিকভাবে বাংলাদেশের অর্থনীতি লাভবান হতো। সুতরাং অর্থনীতি ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হচ্ছে, বাংলাদেশের শিল্পী, শিল্প, সংস্কৃতি এবং মিডিয়া ইন্ডাস্ট্রি ক্ষতিগ্রস্ত হচ্ছে। দেশের স্বার্থেই আমরা এই পদক্ষেপ গ্রহণ করেছি। আর ওটিটি প্ল্যাটফর্মের জন্য আমরা একটা নীতিমালা করছি। সেই নীতিমালা যখন চূড়ান্ত হবে, নীতিমালার খসড়া প্রস্তুত হয়েছে, নীতিমালা চূড়ান্ত হওয়ার পর ওটিটি প্ল্যাটফর্মের ক্ষেত্রেও নীতিমালা অনুযায়ী ওটিটি প্ল্যাটফর্মগুলোকে নীতিমালা অনুসরণ করতে হবে। নীতিমালার ব্যত্যয় যেখানে হবে সেখানে আইন প্রয়োগ করা হবে।
Cable operators of the country will not be allowed to broadcast foreign TV channels without Clean Feed from today. Mobile courts have carried out drives at different places of the capital to implement the directives of the government. Mobile drives were jointly conducted by Information and Broadcasting Ministry, Dhaka District Administration and Bangladesh Television. During the drives, the mobile courts examined necessary papers of the cable operators around the capital city. According to Cable Television Operator Act 2006, the court also punished a cable operator with 1 lakh taka as fine. The first year honours admission test of 2020 to 2021 academic year of Dhaka University has started today. The admission test of core unit was held from 11 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. maintaining health guidelines. This year, the admission test of Dhaka University was held at various universities and colleges across the country, including Chattogram, Rajshahi, Mymensingh and Borishal at the same time due to COVID-19 pandemic. The examination was held in 100 number instead of 200 number this year. Bangladesh reported 21 COVID-19 deaths and 847 new infections today. Directorate General of Health Services DGHS in its routine daily statement today said the death toll has risen to 27,531 from coronavirus and the tally of infections has risen to 15,56,758. The recovery count rose to 15,16,901 after another 960 patients recovered. The statement said 3.43% of 24,670 samples tested positive. DGH's statistics showed of the people infected from the beginning, 97.44% recovered and 1.77% died. The statement said of the 21 deaths, 1 is between 21 to 30 years, 2 are between 31 to 40 years, 2 are between 41 to 50 years, 8 are between 51 to 60 years, 4 are between 61 to 70 years, and 4 are between 71 to 80 years. 12 out of the 21 people died were male, while 9 were female. DGHS informed that 9 people died in Dhaka Division, 5 died in Chattogram Division, 1 died in Rajshahi Division, 4 died in Khulna Division, 1 died in Borishal Division and 1 died in Sylhet Division. Meanwhile, COVID-19 global death toll crosses 48 lakh and over 23 crore, 47,33,000 people have infected globally. Besides, more than 21 crore, 15,37,000 people have recovered from the virus so far. Now, international news. North Korea said it test-fired a new anti-aircraft missile on Thursday, its fourth weapon test in under a month. The latest test comes days after North Korea launched a new hypersonic missile, which is believed to have nuclear capabilities. Secretary of State Antony Blinken said the test creates greater prospects for instability and insecurity. Pyongyang says its weapons are needed for self-defense, accusing the US and South Korea of double standards. Trade talks between Australia and the European Union have been postponed as a row with France over the so-called AUKUS security partnership depends. Last month, Canberra cancelled a $37 billion deal with France to build a fleet of conventional submarines. Instead, it will build at least 8 nuclear-powered submarines with US and UK technology. The decision angered Paris, which called the deal a stab in the back by the US and Australia. In fact, soon after the AUKUS agreement was announced, France recalled its ambassadors from both Canberra and Washington. Australia will reopen its international border from November, giving long-awaited freedoms to vaccinated citizens and their relatives. Since March 2020, Australia has had some of the world's strictest border rules, even banning its own people from leaving the country. The policy has been praised for helping to suppress COVID, but it has also controversially separated families. Prime Minister Scott Morrison said it's time to give Australians their lives back. Former Cabinet Secretary of Bangladesh government, Qazi Shamsul Alam, died of neurological complications this morning. Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi rajiun. He was 80. Qazi Shamsul Alam had been suffering for a long time after a major brain surgery. News on sports. Bangladesh beat Sri Lanka by 1-0 in the opening match of the SAF Football Championship today. Tapu Barman scored the lone goal from penalty at the 56th minute of the match held at the Mel National Stadium in the Maldives. Bangladesh made several attacks from the very beginning of the match, but they failed to score any goal in the first half of the match. In the second half, they got penalty as Sri Lankan player made handball. Later, they also made a number of attacks but failed to score. To end the bulletin headlines once again. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina on her way to home tonight after attending the 76th session of UN General Assembly. Unregistered mobile phone sets being blocked from today. End users will get chances to register their sets after submitting proper documents. The NP's political stance in the name of Vision 2030 before previous national polls now in deep freeze, comments Awami League General Secretary Obaidul Qadir. Media plays important role in shaping people's life and in nation building, comments Information and Broadcasting Minister Dr. Hassan Mahmood. North Korea test fires new anti-aircraft missile. Country completes 4 missile tests in a month. And Bangladesh got off to a good start in SAF Football Championship by defeating Sri Lanka 1-0. And that's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you for staying with us. We request you all to follow health safety guidelines, wear mask and stay safe from corona. Khuda Hafiz.